So, it's my birthday. Well, not really. But it will be my birthday very, very soon. And I got inspired by Jenna Marbles that did like, it was like what she learned in her, however old she is, like, you know, like one tip for every year. And because it is 19 and it's not like 18 and it's not like 21 and it's kind of like, or 20 for that matter, it's kind of just, it's kind of there. I thought I'd do one because I really like the idea. So this is 19 things I've learned in my 19 years of living. So yeah, let's just get into it. I have all the things on my phone because I couldn't think of them on the spot. So yeah, let's just get into it. So this is in random order. So one thing I've learned is that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to have bad days, it's okay to cry, it's okay to be human, and you can't expect to smile all the time. Even though you think everyone's having like a perfect life, that's not always the truth. Everyone has their downs, everyone like feels like shit, and that's okay. That's part of being human. It's okay not to know who you are. I learned this relatively recently. A couple years ago, I didn't know who I was, and I thought I was the odd one out. No, high school, and you know what, life for that matter, is a place where you're gonna figure out your likes and your dislikes. And that's fine. And if you don't know who you are, trust me, you got plenty, and I mean plenty, of time to figure that out, so don't even trip. It's okay to cut off people. Now, I know this might sound really mean, really blunt, and like really rude, like you gonna say that, but in all honesty, it is. You're growing, and if you don't feel like you fit well with that person, that you're like, you know, that you're just thinking about like, you know, cutting it off, it's okay. It's part of growing up, and I've learned that if someone cuts you off, you shouldn't be too offended. They need to grow, you need to grow, and you guys are just going on separate paths. And it kind of sucks. Like, you don't want to be a friend. You don't want to be friends with someone that doesn't want to be friends with you. Right? Right. So, or like this goes for relationships too, by the way. So it's like, it's better off that way. So if you're ever feeling like you're in like a situation, whether it's your friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever it may be, that you're not like, something's just wrong, take a break from them. It's part of growing up. And in all honesty, I think like cutting off people is way more of a big deal in high school than it is in like real life. Always try new things. The world is so big and it's so different from your like norm, from my norm, and like trying new things really like broadens your like horizon. Like my motto with life is I will always try anything once. And yeah, sometimes, you know, there's things that I was like, why? And there's things that I'm actually like really surprised I like. So try new things, you might actually be surprised. If you can't climb a tree, swim. Now this is by my favorite, well, it's not a quote, but it's like my interpretation of my favorite quote about education by Albert Einstein. And it is, everyone's a genius, but if you tell a fish to climb a tree, it will live its whole life thinking it's stupid. Now, I'm pretty sure that's not the exact quote, but it is something along those lines. And in all honesty, I think that quote is so true to me. For the longest time, I felt stupid in education just because I couldn't learn the like normal ways of like everyone else, and I had to like figure things out. And you know what, I did, and I think I'm a pretty decent student now that I know that I'm a swimmer and I just can't climb a tree. Always be open-minded. Always be willing to listen to the other side. Yeah, so yeah, just always be open-minded. Like literally being open-minded it can't hurt you. You listen to the other side, you say, hey, I still disagree with you, and you keep it moving. Always be open-minded, because honestly, closed-minded people irritate the heck out of me because they don't even want to entertain the idea of like your side, right? So it's just, let's just always keep an open mind, y'all. Give it your all. And I was told this when I was younger and I didn't listen and I regret it. But if you're gonna do something, do it 110%. It can only do good for you. So another thing I had to learn is if you're in a bad place in your life, change it. I know it's really hard, but I think that if you're in like a bad place in your life, if you're in a situation where you're just in a funk, you know what's wrong and you're the only one who knows it. Whether you like to admit that you know it, whether it's a situation where you need to be honest with yourself. Admit the truth and figure out where you could go. If you can't change a situation, well, I think in every situation there's things that you can change to make it better, but change what you can so you could make it better. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? This also goes off with like the whole cutting off people. If you're in a situation where you're just like, I'm just like not feeling it with this person, and you're just like in a funk 24/7 around them, cut them off. You know that they're, you know the truth. I know you know the truth. Just do it. It might hurt, but it's gonna be better at the end of the day. Always explore. Literally, if you can't go out of your country and if you can't go out of your state, you can go around your city. You can go around your town. Just explore. So another thing that I think is very real is that you can't always please everybody. That's just the truth. It sucks, and sometimes I think it could be very like depressing, but even the person that you want to impress the most or get the approval from the most, you can't always impress them. You can't always please them, and that's okay, because what you do they might not agree with, but it's right for you. Don't go around your life trying to please everyone, because then you're not living your life. Quality over quantity. I say this whether it's like pictures, because you know you taking like 100 pictures of something cute and they're not all pretty. Like the pictures are just like, the quality is just like what? But you know you should have got that angle. You know what I mean? Like take 3-4 good angle shots instead of 100 just bummy shots you're not gonna post nowhere. This also applies with like friends. It's better to have like 2-3 close friends than like 10 friends that you're not close with. Give yourself a break. You're not perfect, and that's okay. You're gonna make mistakes. That's normal. Just trust me, girl, I ain't perfect either. Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it again and again till I get it right. And it's okay. It's okay, you know. So just give yourself a break. You cool. Like give yourself a break metaphorically and give yourself a break realistically, reality. Don't save for tomorrow what you could do today, and it's such a real thing, because like what's gonna happen is if you're always gonna keep on saying like I'm gonna do it tomorrow's never gonna come, and then you're gonna be like 10 days from the day that's due, or like one day you're just gonna be like, dang, I wish I did it. And you do it today, but if you got the time, go ahead and do it. What's the worst that could happen? You get it done. It's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are the best teachers. Failure is the best teacher. It's literally get back up, redo it, and you know what you did wrong, so just don't do it like that and just try a new way. Learn to love yourself. I think this is so important because it took me years to learn how to love myself / be okay with myself, but in all honesty, after you learn to love yourself and like learn to know that it's okay, like learn to know that your insecurities, like your flaws that you see in yourself, honestly no one sees them and you're perfect. All your insecurities are just, you're the only one who sees them, because trust me, everybody else just sees gorge. It does get better. I went through a really rough time in my life where I just thought nothing gets better, I just don't want to do this anymore. And for a long time I was always, and I heard like it does get better. And I was like, when will it get better? When will it get better? It takes time, but it does get better. It does get better. It does get better. It takes time. Sometimes it takes a little too long, but eventually it does get better. Learn to dance on your own. Dancing on your own is so important, because guess what? You need to be able to laugh to yourself, laugh on your own, laugh at yourself, and just have fun with it. It's so like, I laugh at myself and dance on my own all the time, and it's honestly just like A1, day one, go do it. Learn to stand on your own. I've learned this the hard way. No one's gonna be there for you 24/7. And you know what? At times, no one's ever gonna be there for you. So learn to stand on your own. And last but not least, growing pains are a real thing. Growing up is so painful. Losing friends, making friends, going through situations that you honestly shouldn't go through can be painful. But in all honesty, it's gonna be worth it, and it is worth it. So those were the 19 things I've learned in my 19 years so far. And in all honesty, they're all true. They relate to me personally, all of them. And I'm so happy I'm at this point in my life where I could share it with you guys. So I will see you guys later. Give it a thumbs up if you guys like this video. Make sure to subscribe. And all my social media will be linked down below as well as here. And check out my first video, which will be here. So, bye guys.